Right, it is 5 to 5, 13th of September. We've got 50k to go and run. It is currently absolutely chucking down. I'm having to be quiet because the whole house is asleep. But about to get going. Jake, literally 2 days ago, decided to jump back in. He was going to do it. Got injured. Wasn't going to do it. And then 2 days ago went, I'm going to do it. So we've got a lift, and he's going to drive us down there about 3 hours, and then register, get everything we need to get, change clothes, because these are my spare clothes, because it is chucking it down, so I'm going to be a little bit wet, but see how we get on. Feeling good, woken up, 2 slices of sourdough, some honey, a coffee, and like I say, we'll stop off at a service station to get a few other bits and bobs, but see how we get on. What's that? Fucking hell.
I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Because it's absolutely hammering it. Oh. Just the 7 hours.
Yeah.
Right, we've arrived in sunny Brighton. And this is the current scenes. I would not want to be going anywhere near that water. But we are luckily heading to the start line, which is just over there. But rocked up, and literally that weather was absolutely awful. I mean, it's not much better now, but at least I can stand out without getting soaked. So I'm gonna find the toilet, register. We start in about 20 minutes. So we're cutting it short, but we're here for a long time. So might as well make the most of it. But yeah, this is the current state of affair. Had to get changed in the back of the van. So Jake's putting his shoes on. This is where we parked, and we're heading that way. Oh, here we go. Right, we are 8 or 9k in. A little bit wet, but this is where we're at. So far, so good. Absolutely drenched to begin with, but it's not cold, so got an aid station at 13k. Oh yeah, there we go. Got an aid station at 13k. Quick water bottle fill, and just get back on with it. Feeling pretty decent, well stocked up. So I'm going to put the camera back and carry on. Okay, we're 14k in, into a little bit of a walk, because we just come down from that road over there, and we're heading up to the top. But so far so good. Got a few people blocking the way. This is where we're at. 16k in. Feeling good. A little bit of a walk in the last couple of k. It's a little bit of sort of off-road at the moment on grass, but body's holding up well, hydrating well. Rain a little bit, but it's quite nice and refreshing. So currently just running through the fields pretty much, and as you can see there, those cows were blocking the way, but all in all, pretty decent. Right, 25k in, absolutely drenched. Literally the last time I picked the camera up, it was nice dry, bit of sunshine, and for about half an hour I just absolutely tipped it down. We're currently on a bit of a hike up, but we've just gone past halfway. It'll stop off, aid station, brownie, bit of coke, not the good sort. Otherwise we'd be at 4:30 per kilometre pace. But walking the uphills, running, when we're running in a bit of a flow, we're at a good pace. It's just obviously bits like now, there's no point running up, we're just going to use so much energy and hardly move. So feeling good for the next 25k. goes like the first 25, I'll be feeling very happy. So put this away, see you at 30. Right, 38k in, back up on a climb. This is the current view. It's windy, very wet. So again, I'm going to put the camera back. Probably pick it up at the finish line. So not long now, not long. 12 to go. In true fashion, I forgot to pick the camera up. Well, I didn't forget to pick the camera up. Obviously, you last saw at the 38k mark, and I have to say that last 12 kilometres was probably the longest 12 kilometres I've ever done. It just never seemed to end. It was the same straight, it's the same cliff, same path of grass for literally the whole thing until we hit the main road for the last little bit. But we're going to recap the run because I've just looked back at the footage and I didn't really film that much, purely down to the fact of the weather was awful in terms of it would rain, then stop, then absolutely hammer it down. Like there was one time I put the camera away and within 2 minutes it just lashed it. And then also it was just a bit of a ball ache because it was in my vest bag for the time I was running. So I'd have had to have stopped to try and take my bag off, unclip, get the camera out, film, put it back, all whilst trying to run still. So it just got to a point, especially towards the end, where I was like, sod that. I'll recap it when I get back. And yeah, so we did it. We got the 50k just under 6 hours. It was like 5 hours 51, which was good. It was actually 50.6k, and those last 600 meters, I was like, where is this finish line? Because you know I thought it was going to be bang on 50, but it never is, just purely down to the route. So yeah, we got it done. Felt good. Like I said, the last 10k was a bit more mentally challenging. Hips, knees, very sore. In terms of the route and the course itself, was really good. It was quite enjoyable, to be fair. Definitely a lack of practice on trails didn't help. Obviously, Barcelona was all flat. In Spain was all flat. I know I did a little bit of a trail last week when I got back home on the last video, but that was nothing compared to sort of 50 kilometers of running on the road, running through sort of wooded areas, running through farmers' fields, running sort of up and over peaks and sort of not mountains but like hills, and you go right down a hill, you go up a hill, then along a cliff, then down the cliff, and it had everything, to be fair, which was good. Makes it more enjoyable. It definitely makes it a little bit different. You know, there were parts where, right, got a bit of a walk here, because the thing is with a trail run, if a hill is like that steep, there's no point running it to get to the top because you'll just be absolutely out of breath. Something I've done in the past. So then you go into a walk on the flat, trying to catch your breath, and everyone that just walked the uphill just jogs past you. It makes you look like a little bit of a sausage. So yeah, definitely learned a lot from that in the past. So yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed it. But like I said, the last little bit was definitely tough. Paces were good to begin with. Nice little groove, good little flow. And then yeah, the last bit was, I think we had headwind. We had a lot of headwind. We had the same path, a bit of rain, and it's just like with anything, you just want to get it done. So yeah, on the whole, very enjoyable. I've got my medal somewhere, but a bloody wooden medal. You do that and you get a wooden medal, which is not ideal, you know, bloody 50 kilometres and I get a bit of wood. So yeah, overall, really good. First bit, spot on. There was a checkpoint at 12k, 25k, 38k. So they were all very useful in terms of just getting some fluids back on board, getting some like flapjack sweets. Because one thing with trail running is you want to try and eat as much whole food as possible rather than relying on gels. I think I took on one gel just towards the end when I was cramping up, but I was just trying to keep whole foods, bananas, oranges, watermelons at every aid station, bags of sweets, squares, bars I had on me. I had some of the Cliff Bar blocks, which are like little wine gums, which are really good that I use on my Ironman. So all of that helped a lot. And then I just took a gel for the last little bit because I was just like, sod it, just help me get to that sort of finish line. So that was really good. And then literally finished the race. We driven obviously up in the morning, so we just wanted to sort of get home. So I wasn't really that hungry. I just had a bit of a thirst. So stopped off at a shop. I got the most boring meal deal ever, which was a duck wrap, a pot of watermelon, and a water, which is awful. Got some chocolate milk as well. And then we stopped off at service station. I then drove the rest back, and then I got home Saturday
evening, and I don't know if it's steak to eat, and then I had a whole like tub box, whatever you want to call it, of crunchy nut granola, which was unbelievable. There's probably easily 1,000 calories in there. So it's now the next day. We're feeling good. Body's not too bad. I've been on a walk today, so hips, knees, everything a little bit sore, but nothing too bad. No training. And then tomorrow I'm going to head to the gym, just do a little bit of an active recovery session, a bit on the bike, some mobility work, a little bit of lower body movement, just to obviously just get some blood flow, get a little bit of movement as well through the joints, and then a little bit of upper body as well. And then yeah, that's pretty much. I was going to do another ultra in 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, but I was going to do it with two of my mates who are not doing it, and I'm not really that bothered about doing another one because I've just done that one, and it's quite similar. So yeah, that's pretty much the running season sort of done. Not that I've really done anything that much, to be fair, but that's pretty much all the long run stuff done for the rest of this year probably. So it'll be a case of going into a bit of a strength block. Well, for the next couple of weeks, just a bit of maintenance, just a little bit of recovery, just getting back into the swing of things with the gym. And then it'll be a case of, right, heading into the winter months, I've got a 4 or 5 month period where I can look to gain some strength back, gain some muscle mass back, and still keep some cardiovascular work in. I want to do a little bit of conditioning work, sort of like on the ergs, so like the ski or the rower, and then maybe on the weekend do a little bit of a slow, longer zone 2 run, just to keep the legs ticking over, but just giving my joints a little bit of a rest, focus on getting a little bit stronger, and also playing a little bit more paddle because I've been enjoying that recently, so that's going to get in the routine, which is nice. And then we'll go from there. So overall, 50k got ticked off. Another one to add to the list. Enjoyable, probably the most enjoyable ultra I've done, because the other two I just wasn't very well prepared for. So, that whole fail to prepare, prepare to fail. No, prepare to fail, fail to prepare. Or one of the two. So yeah, that was good. And would I do another one? I do think 100k needs to be done, because there was the 100k run that was being done in Henley-on-Thames, and I'm like, yeah, 50's nothing. I should be doing 100. So we'll probably do that next year at some point, along with a couple of triathlons, and try and find myself a base somewhere, because sitting in my sister's bedroom recording this video and doing work in here covered in purple and pink and colours of a 13-year-old girl is less than ideal. So finding my own base is definitely high on the list for next year. So we'll have to see. More than likely it'll be abroad, but I know that comes with a lot of admin. But we'll have to get it done, because a bit of sunshine, by the beach, by the sea, and good coffee. I'm pretty happy. Put me in a one bed. Happy days. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to wrap the video up. Hopefully we enjoyed it. I know that there weren't that many. I know there was not that many clips from the run. But I got what I could. So yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.